Welcome to Venue Marketing 101, a free educational video series for eventprofs powered by Snappening, an event technology company helping you find places to host parties and the pros that plan them, and the Venue Marketing Society, an online community dedicated to answering real venue owners and managers about their daily marketing challenges. Well, hi there. I'm your host, Crystal Grave, the founder, president, and CEO of Snappening, and I'm also the author of the industry's ultimate guide to venue marketing, How to Market an Event Venue, a free downloadable guide to marketing venues from scratch with more than 300 pages of useful tips, ideas, stories, and real-life examples to immediately supercharge any venue's marketing plan. Feel free to connect with me on Twitter and a host of other places if you'd like. I'd love to hear from you. Hey everybody, we're back again this week with our Venue Marketing 101 video series. Just in case you missed episode 1, I want to suggest you give that a quick listen first and then catch up to any of these future episodes. Episode 1 really sets the tone for our discussions about venue discoverability. It helps define the venue discoverability model, and it highlights the 5 steps we're going to showcase over the course of a year with each episode in the series. In other words, episode 1 really helps all these other episodes make a lot more sense. You don't need to watch them all in order to get something out of them, but doing so may help some viewers plan their marketing strategies a little better. And we'd be doing you no favors if we didn't make a video series with something extra in the value department, right? Something you can use right now and see immediate results. That's where our individual episodes featuring more than 50 solid venue marketing ideas come into play. Each video gives you a few nuggets of solid marketing advice that's been tailored specifically for venue owners and managers. Some little aha or oh right idea that you can easily incorporate into your daily routine. So please feel free to join us weekly right here on our YouTube channel as we explore this topic all year long and add value to your week. Hey there, today's episode is episode number 6, and it's all about banishing business card boredom. How to take that antiquated paper tool and turn it into something a little more useful for your venue discoverability and your influencer goals. So let's dig in, shall we? Just a quick reminder about where we are in the series right now. Right now, we're focused on the first 11 ideas for Circle 1, in-person influence. You can see that up here in the upper left corner. This is our nucleus of influence, and it makes sense as the best place for us to start, because if we grow this area, we'll also grow our overall venue discoverability. We're going through our first 11 ideas related to in-person influence right now. After we finish this section, we'll move on to the next circles later in the series. When we think about something as simple as a business card, we don't naturally consider it an important part of our influence building toolkit. However, it certainly can be, depending on what we make of it. Today we're going to talk about how to do more with technology, spend less time with paper, and develop a protocol for card handling that will dramatically increase your ability to turn more first-time encounters into larger, more influential opportunities. Also, we're going to try and help you get rid of that stack of cards sitting on your desk, not doing you any good, and get those working for you pronto. Didn't know we could peg you like that in a video, did you, huh? First, I think the most important thing to consider with your venue, your events, and your hospitality interactions than handing out business cards and trading paper. The simplest and most obvious answer here is to adopt some new technology. Here are a few of my favorite ideas that I'll also link to in the video description so you can check them all out on your own time. First, turn business card swapping networking events into virtual handshakes instead with an app like Socio. That's spelled S-O-C-I-O. This tool allows you to help attendees preload their contact details into a provided tool, and then when they meet one another in real life, they can simply connect virtually. No data entry is required. Socio and other event tech apps provide a number of fun ways to cut down on the manual labor and get to the most important part, the connections. Number 2, instead of waiting for someone else to do something with exchanged cards, you can take control of the paper relationship and move it into real life faster. Connect with someone on LinkedIn immediately, send a quick note via email, or basically do anything that gets those electronic signatures and details in your hands quicker. This will help you cut down on the number of things you're trying to commit to memory and make your influence building goals much smoother. And finally, consider upping your paper business card game with a digital card or a more robust email signature tool. Here are 3 email signature template designer tools I love: HubSpot, WiseStamp, and My Signature. Each of them allow you to play around with color, designs, fonts, social media links, and other cool things you may wish to add to your signature. Remember, all these little extras just help you stand out a bit more and increase your influence tools. If you are stuck with paper, and let's be honest, a bunch of us don't make the choices about what our companies do or don't do with business cards, digital assets, and email signatures, you might as well at least make that paper tell a story. Stories are better told with a solid brand, a look, a color, a design, an image, or an offer that leaves an impression. Here are just a few ideas. See if you can add an important or impactful quote about you, the venue, or the brand to your card. This may help trigger memories and help people keep the time, place, and reason they met you in mind more readily too. Consider adding a quick story about you, the venue, or the brand to your card. A funny childhood reference could also be neat and a great conversation starter. One of my marketing company pals adds favorite toys from childhood to the backs of all their cards, and those are so fun to receive and certainly very memorable. Finally, consider adding an offer or reason to follow up with you right on the card. I included this yummy image of sweet treats and an offer listed underneath just to give you an idea. Now, I know you're not bakers, but some cool image of your venue with an offer for a tour or drinks or coffee might be worth following up about depending on what you have to offer at your exact location. Last, but certainly not least, is attacking that already existing paper stack of cards you have sitting on your desk, or in some cute little container you keep shoving them in until it's finally full, and then you have to dump the entire thing out and you cannot remember the people past the first few layers. Does this sound familiar? I know it does to me and just about every person I've ever worked with. In fact, I can visualize those glass jars right now sitting on friends' desks. Rather than continue to allow that pile to stack up, come up with an electronic handling plan instead for cards. Here are 3 big ideas and tools, all of which are in the video description too. 1. Consider photographing your cards with the Evernote Business Card Reader tool and enjoy their existing LinkedIn integration. This tool will automatically create an Evernote notebook of cards you can go back to later and will try and match as much data as it can with that person's LinkedIn profile. That also helps you remember to do that LinkedIn connection step we talked about a second ago too, right? Number 2, if you don't know the Evernote system, try the Microsoft Pix, that's PIX app instead. This automatically adds the contact to your address book and looks for them out on LinkedIn as well. A third option, Haystack, creates a contact in their own application and also hunts and finds what data it can from public sources as well. While card reader tools used to be pretty limited and not help all that much, now they are getting much smarter and better and realizing that you really need to go and get the data away from the app and into your existing tools like email, LinkedIn, or your phone's address book. I might also suggest that you offload this card photo capture task to a helper who can borrow your phone and do several for you one afternoon to give it a trial run and see what you like and how well it works for you. If you don't have a helper, perhaps making a card capture session part of your morning coffee routine or once a week is a possibility instead. Whatever you do, try to tackle it in bite-sized chunks you can manage and maintain. Now that you have loads of new ideas about how to banish business card boredom and how to incorporate cool tech ideas in your influence building program, I invite you to join us here next week when we talk about how to make our signatures sizzle. If you've enjoyed this video and thought to yourself, you know what, it would be mighty handy to have some more content like this and some people to talk to on a regular basis about my venue and somewhere to ask questions right as I think of them, well then, I have just the place for you. Pop on over to Facebook and visit facebook.com/groups Venue Marketing Society, no spaces, and connect with us now. We have daily prompts about venue marketing ideas, real challenges people are facing, and other cool things we're finding online. We've also included a link to our group down in the video description here on YouTube to save you a step. I've also mentioned our free downloadable ebook a couple of times in the video, and in case you'd like more learning like this, but want to take it at your own pace and snag a copy of your own, you can grab this link and get the book down in the summary for the video, or you can head over to the blog post mentioned on the screen. Just complete the download form on the blog and poof, you're all set. You'll also receive more exclusive content when you sign up for the ebook that will help you with your learning over the next several weeks. We'd love to socialize with you. Join us online in any of the channels you see here. It'll be great to chat with you. The Venue Marketing 101 video series is created, produced, and licensed by Snappening. We extend our thanks to our production team and the artists who have helped contribute to the work showcased in this video. That's all for today's episode. We look forward to having you you join us for the next one right here on our YouTube channel. Your likes and comments on this video help guide our team's future content roadmap, so share the love below if we're helping you in your venue marketing journey, and let us know how we could help you even more in the future. If you'd like to be notified about episodes as soon as they're released, consider subscribing to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/snappening.